Hello there.
Come on, man. The hype is real. The hype is real, man. Oh, the curly hair just got ruined. The curly hair just got ruined. I do not care, ladies and gentlemen, because, yeah, no one man should have all that power. I'm referring to you, Mr. Smoke Monster, cigarette smoking man. It is unfair. It is unfair. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to start season 5 of the X-Files. It is absolutely unreal that we are up to this season already. It has been amazing. Yesterday, I was actually talking to you guys on the Discord. It was funny. It was Sunday morning. And yeah, I was just saying, you know, how I'm going to take a little break from watching the X-Files, like a couple days or a bit. But I was like, nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I'm going to start season 5 today. Funnily enough, at the time I'm recording this, I don't know if you guys can see it, the little Premiere Pro icon here on the desktop, like down here. I'm actually exporting the Demons reaction currently, and then I'm going to go upload that after this reaction. And I have seen that, you know, this episode is titled Redux, and then the next episode, episode 2, is titled Redux the Second, or Redux Part 2. I don't know why I said the second. I'm just too hyped at the moment. So I am going to be recording episodes 1 and 2 of season 5 back to back. Anyway, what is going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting his shot. And today I am proudly presenting to you the beginning of the X-Files of Season 5 with Episode 1 titled Redux. And then, like I said, after this reaction, I'm going to record Episode 2 as well. And then hopefully surprise you guys with a double drop for the beginning of Season 5. Last episode, we ended with the apparent death of Agent Mulder and Scully delivering that chilling line, you know, at the end of him being pronounced dead with a gunshot wound to the head. Listen. Phenomenal stuff, phenomenal performances from Gillian Anderson in season 4, and you know, I think that's just going to continue to carry over you know, in season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 2 movies as well. That her performances, I feel like, are never going to be weighed down in this show. But yeah, I have my thoughts on Mulder's death. I think he is, you know, I've given a couple days to process episode 24, which is good actually. I got to think, I got to think it through a little bit, and I'm just thinking to myself, I think Mulder is faking his death. I think he's going to play the Uno reverse card on the Syndicate, on those, in power, the ghosts, even on Scully herself, to believe the lie that he is dead. He is going to, play his own little trump card. Like I said, this thing with the project and the Syndicate and the Smoke Monster is one huge poker game. And it's just who can trump each other, who can call each other's bluffs earlier, and it's one big massive game. And at the moment, Mulder and Scully have been behind ever since the first episode of the X-Files. Ever since the first episode ever aired, you knew what game they were involved in, and you knew it's going to take a lot to uncover these guys. And then even we saw in the Demons episode, like, what the heck, man? In the Zero Sum episode, like, is Marita working for the Smoke Monster? It's a similar situation to X and Deep Throat. Who are they? Betraying the Syndicate? But who knows? Like, there is so much going on, and I just want to jump into season 5. I'm sorry for the long-winded intro, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on, the ending of season 4. I wanted to, like I said, I've had a couple days to process it, and I just thought to myself, you know what? Yeah, that's what I think is happening. Obviously, I know, Mulder's probably going to survive because there is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 2 movies. But still, season 4 made you feel a certain way, man. It still plants that seed of doubt in your head. You guys had to wait, I don't know, 100 light years for season 5. I had to wait a couple days. That's it. I could have gone right into after episode 24 of season 4 if I wanted to. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. And as always, baby, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go.
Last season of the X-Files.
Redux, baby.
It's the complete corpus of an extraterrestrial biological entity, the Ice Course.
He said that the come to Agent Mulder.
Agent Scully.
Maybe Mulder told Agent Scully to act this way. But judging by the way she is
Agent
acting,
Mulder died late last night.
I don't think he's let Scully in on his secret here, that is potentially faking his death. to uncover more information. There we go, 24 hours earlier.
When we speak of life beyond Earth, what we generally mean is, of course, intelligent life, something resembling our
We're beginning with the
self.
same archival footage, or sort of hearing from the beginning of last episode.
Intelligent forms of life in other galaxies.
I've held a torch in the darkness to glance upon a truth unknown. An act of faith begun with an ineloquent certainty that my journey promised the chance not just of understanding, but of recovery. That the disappearance of my sister 23 years ago would come to be explained.
23.
And that the pursuit of these greater truths about the existence of extraterrestrial life might even reunite us. A belief which I now know to be false and uninformed in the extreme. My folly revealed by facts which illuminate both my arrogance and self-deception. If only the tragedy had been mine alone. Might it be more easy tonight to bring this journey to its end?
They may be listening, Agent Mulder. They may be watching you. Everything you do and say. Are you listening, Agent?
Is this guy like a mini X here? A mini Deep Throat? I'm not surprised.
Put that out.
In
Back
the
away.
apartment next door as well?
Get away.
Ah. Still thinking, is the alien they discovered in the, so like it was too good to be true, that alien discovered in the ice. That was fabricated, right? That was designed from different, you know, human or like different biological tissue is constructed from that. Like I said in episode 24, conspiracy within a conspiracy. But why would that? I don't know. Maybe he thought his life was in danger. All lies lead to the truth. Ooh, 100%. But I hunt down that lie. Listen, if I was Mulder and I found out that my sister, who I believe was abducted when I was 12 or 13 years old, and I saw her as an elder and she was cloned, and then I saw her as a younger version of herself, cloned to the infinite amounts in a vegetation field, I would never accept another X-Files case. I would continue to hunt that lie down or whatever it is. Oh man. Like, I ain't taking another X-Files case until I get to the bottom of things.
You have no new messages.
What if Mulder told Scully, listen, this is how it's gonna go down, Scully?
Keep going, FBI woman.
Mulder?
This man Osselhoff was set up in the apartment directly above mine. I caught him trying to destroy phone records on which the same number was called 17 times.
This is a PBX operator of the Bureau.
Yeah.
Who would he be calling at the FBI?
I don't know.
Mulder, how long has this been going on?
Maybe since the beginning, since you joined me on the X-Files.
That would mean that for 4 years we've been nothing more than pawns in a game.
But I've been saying that for like a long time.
It was a lie from the beginning. You give them your faith and you're supposed to trust them with your life.
There are those who can be trusted. What I need to know is who among them is not. I will not allow this treason to prosper, not if they've done this to you.
Mulder, we can't go to the Bureau making these accusations.
No, but as they lie to us, we can lie to them.
There we go. Make them believe our lie.
Lie to find the truth.
What have I been saying, man? I understand this show too well. So Scully's in on it too, potentially. Yeah, she's in on it too, potentially.
The heavens fall. The web of lies entangling us can now be connected back to the very institution which brought us together. The facts supported by a Byzantine plot, executed by someone inside the FBI, who,
Let's manufacture our own lie.
could be tied to the hoax meant to destroy me. In 4 years, I have shared my partner's passionate search for the truth. And if my part has been a deception, I have never seen her integrity waver or her honor compromised. But now, I ask her to lie. To the people lying to us. A dangerous lie to find the truth. To find the men who would be revealed as its enemy. As our enemy.
Now, was the
As the
body
enemy within.
was the body the guy from?
It's going. Is it true? You all right?
I'm,
Is the body the guy from
I
the
don't
apartment
know.
upstairs, the government official, or no?
They asked me to come down and identify the body.
Well, how'd you make the ID? The word from Alexandria PD is it was self-inflicted. A shotgun blast to the face.
Okay.
I saw Mulder earlier this morning. He was wearing the same clothes.
Well, I'm very sorry.
A shotgun blast to the face. Unrecognizable.
Agent Scully.
But it gives them enough time to run.
Section Chief Levins wants you in for questioning on this. He believes you have information that you haven't come forward with.
Mulder's like, Scully, I have a job for you. All you have to do is act. Scully, say less. I'm too good at it now.
What I might find here, I was uncertain of.
So by the time all the forensics, the autopsies done and stuff like that, and the results come back, I'm guessing this buys Mulder and Scully enough time, to do what they need to do.
But my crime had provided me access.
Damn, this was like season 1
Some
all over
time
again.
has passed since you were first in this office.
Yes, sir. 4 years.
From all reports, your work on the X-Files brought you very close to Agent Mulder.
Yes, sir.
We're all sorry about what's happened, Agent Scully.
Agent Scully, I suggest you tell us everything you know. If you have any knowledge of this man, you should speak up now.
What knowledge?
His name.
See, the pauses don't help. The pauses don't help.
Whatever you're withholding, you'll be asked to explain yourself tonight at a joint FBI panel I've asked assembled on this matter.
Is this the man? Michael Krichko?
Yes.
Michael's got a death sentence on his head, man.
Hey, how'd you get in here?
Through the front door.
Can't bypass security.
Can when you have the car.
Put it away. Put it away.
Even my apartment was being surveilled. How?
Come with me.
Let's grab a coffee. Let's have some lunch.
I was followed from your apartment the night we spoke. Someone at the FBI is involved. This man, Osselhoff, was in contact with somebody I
How'd you get his card?
Also, yeah, this has to be a 3-parter, similar to like the Blessing Way, from the end of season 3 into 4, or season 2 into 3. Oh my gosh, we moved so fast. But yeah, this has to be a 3-parter going on from the season finale into Redux and then Redux 2, which is actually pretty cool. Another 3-part mythology episode or mythology arc.
Level 4 clearance. That means I get to dine at the officers club.
You have access to everything, Mr. Mulder. Things I don't. Things I can only tell you about.
I need to know who did this to Scully.
What you can have. What you may find is so much more than that.
What?
What you want most desperately of all.
The cure for Scully's cancer?
See if he finds it. Because I feel like the smoke monster's milking every inch he can, or every last drop he can from Skinner, right? Until he finally decides, okay, I'm a cure Scully, and we all know he does have the cure. But what if Mulder finds said cure first and uses that as leverage? Bro, they low-key might be his kids. One of them's got to be his one of them's got to be his kid. I think maybe he's tearing up, man. He's tearing up. Either Samantha's his kid or Mulder's his kid. Or both.
Federal Bureau of Investigation. How may I direct your call? Communication Center, please. One moment. Communications, Holly. Holly, it's Dana Scully.
Dana, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Holly's
What's
back.
happened? I just heard. I got 5 calls matching those times and dates transferred to an executive level extension.
Whose?
It's a
Executive
branch
level.
extension. It could be anyone at that level.
Would Assistant Director Skinner be at that extension?
Yeah, that is executive level, surely.
Yes.
Yeah, he is at that extension. It doesn't necessarily mean it's him, right?
You take care now, Dana.
But she said it could be anyone on that level.
Asked me to look into these ice core samples for you.
Right. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten back to you.
I think you might want to come down here to the lab. There's something I know you're going to want to see for yourself. What am I looking for?
Mulder casually
Level 4 is a
strolling through the
biological
Department of
quarantine wing.
Defense
Houses a series of labs and medical facilities.
after his
A
death.
elaborate system for the storage of vast quantities of DNA. There are truths which can kill a nation, Agent Mulder. The military needed something to deflect attention away from its arms strategy. Global domination through the capability of total enemy annihilation. The nuclear card was fine as long as we alone could play it, but the generals and politicals knew what they could not win was a public relations war. Those photos from Nagasaki and Hiroshima were not faces Americans wanted to see in a mirror. Oppenheimer knew it, of course, but we silenced him. When the Russians developed the bomb, the fear in the military was not for
I love the
safety,
tie
but for
into
armistice
real world
and treaty.
events.
The business of America isn't business, Agent Mulder, it's war. Since Antietam, nothing has driven the economy faster.
I think that's what makes the X-Files special, and I think that's why it resonates with a lot of audiences. It's because, like I was just saying, these tie into real world events, and it just gets you thinking. It gets you on the what if there is some truth to this? What you never know. You never know. But yeah, it's blended in so well to the real world events. It almost seems believable. And what if it is? What if it is? You just start, you could go down the rabbit hole of conspiracies just from watching the show itself, and you start researching all these real world events. And like you guys have said, even the arc at the beginning of season 4, when Mulder was in the Russian gulag with Krychek, the actual event itself that they were extracting, I believe, the black oil from, or the metal from, the alleged, I think, meteorite, the meteorite hit, that was based off a real event, but there was no traces of it from memory. And that was, the X-Files was basing that event, just including that event into its world.
We needed a reason to keep spending money. When there wasn't a war to justify it, we called it war anyway. The Cold War was essentially a 50-year public relations battle, a pitched game of chicken against an enemy we not much more than called names. The communists called us a few names too. We will bury you, Khrushchev said. A made-to-order cover story for generals looking to develop the national war chest. They opened official investigations with names like Grudge, Twinkle, Project Blue Book, Majestic 12. They brought in college professors and congressmen and fed them enough bogus fact, enough fuzzy photos and eyewitness accounts that they believed it too. They'd even hooked Doug MacArthur, for God's sake. I can't tell you how fortuitous the timing of it all was. You know when the first supersonic flight was, Agent Mulder? 1947.
That's
Soon
crazy.
Every experimental aircraft being flown was a UFO sighting. When the abduction story started up, it was too perfect. We'd almost gotten caught in Korea, an ambitious misstep. China and the Soviets knew it. The UN got all heated up at us.
German warfare. We were accused of using them in Korea.
It was developmental then, nothing like what we and the Russians have now. The bioweapons used in the Gulf War were so ingenious as to be almost undetectable. Developed right in this very building.
And all these reports of abductions, you're saying they've all been lies?
Not lies exactly, but citizens taken, unsuspecting, and tested. A classified military project above top secret and still ongoing. You've heard the recent denials about Roswell by the military and the CIA. What's been the effect? Even wilder and more widespread belief. The American appetite for bogus revelation, Agent Mulder.
But I've seen aliens.
Yes, thank you.
I've witnessed these things.
You've seen what they wanted you to see.
Damn. A pawn. They've constructed you, Mulder.
The line between science and science fiction doesn't exist anymore. What this is about is control of the very elements of life. DNA, yours, mine, everyone's.
Then why a hoax? Why create hard evidence, an alien body that could be disproved?
The body you found was so good, so believable, that only a directed scientific examination would have proven the fraud.
Scully would have
Damn.
known.
The timing of the hoax was planned so that Agent Scully wouldn't be allowed to do an examination.
But see, what if it's a hoax within a hoax? Like, there is alien technology. Because now I'm even doubting, because this guy sounds so believable and he's explaining it so well. But what if, like, similar to Mulder, this guy's only been told what they want you to know, or like you've seen what they wanted you to see? What if this guy's being told what they only want you to be told? So like this guy's here to send this message to Mulder about it all being a hoax, just to continue. I don't know, like, oh man, it's his story is so well constructed here. But again, you could pinpoint holes with what you've seen throughout the series. You know, such as the cloning, the alien DNA, Erlenmeyer flask. But what if that's, you know, like, what if that's what they wanted Scully to see? You saw even the flashbacks, you know, throughout the series, with Mulder, with the cigarette smoking man and Deep Throat when they first confronted the EBE, and then, you know, he got Deep Throat to shoot it. Like, there is alien life in this show, but it's so well blended into the actual human side of things that you start questioning it even yourself as the viewer. But I do believe the alien stuff is there, and like Mulder said, but what's real and what's not, that's left up for debate. But yeah, man, I don't know. You've seen it, like, you know, you saw it in in the Max episode when Mulder was at the bottom of the river. He saw the alien, you know, in the spacecraft. Like, did they want him to see that? But surely they didn't want Mulder to see that, especially with the extent of the military cleanup that was going on. Like, that was insane. That was insane, the cleanup crew. Like, come on, is it all crafted like that? I think there is, like, alien and extraterrestrial stuff, but what this show is trying to deliver at the same time is, like what I said in last reaction, and, you know, what we saw in season 3 as well with those concentration camps and just everything that's been going down throughout the series, even in those episodes, those one-off episodes that you get in rural towns, for instance, like the blood episode, the experiments, the human experiments going on with the government. There's nothing more horrific, you know, and terrifying than human on human, you know, experiments, human on human, violence. And that's what this guy is saying here to Mulder. I forgot his name. I don't know why. But that's what this guy's saying to Mulder here. All the experimental stuff going on, all the political, is the word megalomania, like all of that going on for the last 50 years. But I do feel like the alien stuff is blended in with it, but they've just hidden it really, really well. It's like I was saying last episode, a conspiracy within a conspiracy. This is the hoax, but there's another hoax within that hoax.
You went along with all this. You let them do this to Scully.
I paid the price, Agent Mulder. When my son came back sick from the Gulf War, that was my retribution. I'm helping you now, but not unselfishly.
Do you believe there's a cure for him in here, too?
I have to think there is.
But this guy's got a reason to fight as well. But this guy said to even Mulder, like, your clearance, like he said, my clearance doesn't go as high as level 4. Yours does. So there may be some truth in the fact that this guy's only been told what they want him to know. That's it.
Michael Pritchkow.
Pritchkow, sorry.
May we talk to you?
What about?
DOD is detaining you for questioning. Would you come with us, Mr. Pritchkow? Sir.
Oh, this is that English guy from the Syndicate, right? Doesn't he own, like, the horse paddock or something? Oh, no, it's the other guy. My bad. I thought it was the other guy.
You were watching Mulder. You had a man. No one bothered to inform me of this.
I know nothing about a man.
Syndicate doing Syndicate
I will
things.
not be cut out like this. You need my expertise. Is this being run from DOD?
If it is, I'm unaware of it.
This guy, bro.
I've always kept Mulder in check.
Mulder was an asset. Without his partner, you may have underestimated his fragility.
Never underestimated Mulder. I still don't.
I still don't. Even though he's dead. Hey, Mulder got the syndicate members believing that he's dead. He's doing the right thing so far. It's working. The lie is working.
As you'd asked, I've tested some of the cellular material found in the isoflora sample.
They began somatic development?
The beginning of a life form. Growing into what?
Maybe that...
I don't know.
Maybe that ice wasn't a hoax after all. Or they're just uncovering a new species on Earth.
I had come here looking for answers, hoping not only to lay bare this conspiracy against the country and the men behind it, but to finally learn the truth about the possibility of intelligent extraterrestrial life.
That's one way to go about it.
Now, with what I've heard, my beliefs seem more and more improbable.
Testing doors at the Department of Defense.
The possibility of a cure for Scully somewhere inside these walls, my only hope.
Oh, what did he see when the lights went on? Bro, if that is just one door in the Department of Defense, what the actual F? This is like the Department of Mysteries from Harry Potter. You don't know what you're going to see when you go through each one of those doors. And they left, you know, some of those doors in the books ambiguous. You don't know what's behind some of the doors.
I had no way to reach Agent Mulder to tell him what I had discovered.
How about this?
An unidentified microscopic life form whose very existence held the possibility of revelation. Was this organism extracted from the ice which had entombed the alien corpse, the germ cell that might give proof of extraterrestrial life?
Now,
or was it just the opposite? The scientifically engineered creation of a chimera, an unclassifiable biological product designed to set up a hoax.
Now, are these all real alien bodies, or are these all alien bodies part of the hoax as well? Like,
manufactured to create the false beliefs that have long driven Agent Mulder. I now begin to realize that the answer to this question might exist within the life form itself. Biological proof of its connection to the cancer invading my body, to a virus living inside this organism, to which I had been exposed during my abduction 3 years ago.
it's more women that have been abducted, and a similar procedure to what was done to Scully with her stomach expanding, I believe. Just a lot of them in the same room.
Unless we have a blazing hot probe.
It's got to happen. Everything in my life depends on it.
Work overtime, Doc. Hey, why is Skinner snooping around, man?
What are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same.
No, you weren't. You followed me here. Why are you following me? Is this more dirty work you're doing for the DOD?
Why don't you tell me something, Agent Scully? Why don't you tell me what you're doing here?
I want an answer from you.
I want an answer from you.
This isn't your job.
My job is to direct the agents under me, to question their motives when they're lying about investigations, to take steps to cease or censure those actions. Your lying is on record, Agent Scully.
And what about yours?
On my desk, I have the pathology and forensics reports for the body found in Mulder's apartment.
There we go. They finally rocked up.
Now you have to answer for yourself in 5 hours. As you compound the lies, you compound the consequences for them.
All lies lead to the truth, isn't that right?
And what about your lie, Agent Scully? What does it lead to?
The truth. About the men behind what happened to me. About my abduction and the tests. About being exposed to something against my will. about being put on a table and having something implanted in me, and then having my memory stolen only to have it return along with a disease that I was given.
Is that your justification? Is that what you're going to tell the joint panel tonight?
Are you afraid of that?
Well, considering the dead man in Mulder's apartment was murdered in cold blood and you willfully misidentified him, yes, I am afraid. But I'm only afraid for you.
You're going to use that against me, aren't you? You're going to use me as I've been used all along, to preserve the lies.
Where is Agent Mulder?
I have no idea. I have no recollection of Mulder's whereabouts.
Your silence won't save you.
Skinner knows here this whole thing could explode.
Not with these people. And if you lie, I don't know if anything can.
Except proof.
And she did lie straight to them because we know how season 4 ended.
The cruelest ironies are those consecrated by the passage of time. I am calling on these very same skills to prove that he has been the target of a scheme orchestrated by someone close to us in the FBI. Someone we have trusted above all others, involved in a highly organized plot to keep a dangerous secret from the light of day.
Yeah, I don't think it's Skinner, right?
I could only guess at what Agent Mulder may have uncovered on his own. What he may have found to confirm or deny what he has long held to be a conspiracy to control the public inquiry into the government's knowledge and contact with an alien race or races.
Mulder having a field day.
If he had hoped, as I do, to learn the identity of those who sought to destroy us, I had, with the discovery of this unidentified microorganism, what could amount to forensic evidence. Hard and undeniable genetic evidence of a connection between the conspirators and the cancer which has now metastasized in my bloodstream.
Wait, is this gonna lead to the big ass evidence room we've seen in season 1 at the beginning of the very first episode of season 1 and at the end of season 1 as well? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mulder has finally entered said room, the cigarette smoke monster, and the smoke monster, the cigarette smoking man.
I have short hours to conduct these tests before I must appear before an FBI panel to explain myself.
And I love how this is edited right here. Obviously, it's layered with Scully's narration, but it perfectly, it perfectly encompasses the two characters. You know, Scully undergoing the medical science route with her test to provide hard evidence to the panel by tonight. And I'm guessing there's going to be more to that panel scene than what we ended on at the end of season 4. And, you know, Mulder searching for the truth at the Department of Defense, seeing what he's seen with the alien bodies, with the women that have been abducted, and then now he's in the evidence room that we saw the cigarette smoke monster in at the end of the episode of the first episode in season 1, and at the end of season 1 itself too.
And as I am ready
where he hid the Earl and Maya flask
Mulder,
embryo, I think.
I am also ready to confront them with proof. Proof extracted from this tiny organism that could blow open a conspiracy of global consequence.
If Agent Scully and I had been led to believe that the conspiracy meant to destroy us has its roots in the Department of Defense, that fact seems all but irrefutable now. I had gained entry to a large storage facility by a hallway connecting underground to the Pentagon. And among these drawers is a sign, a glimmer, some small confirmation that the journey which has brought me here has not been in vain.
There we go. Oh, he's searching for Krichgau's son as well?
Use the subterranean access to breach the Pentagon.
Are you sure it's him?
I can't ascertain that. Do you want me to apprehend him?
Don't do anything, don't say anything. I'm on my way.
Ooh! Hey, Mulder need to do a little bit of snooping around in the evidence boxes.
My work with Agent Mulder has tested the foundation of my beliefs, science has been and continues to be my guiding light. Now I am again relying on its familiar and systematic methods to arrive at a truth, a fact that might explain the fate that has befallen me. An investigation that began without, now turning within. Taking cellular material from the unidentified life form and isolating a virus contained within it.
So did if the alien body planted in the ice was a hoax, like if it is fake, did the people that plant it in the ice know of the alien life form or like the unidentified life form in the ice as well that's connected potentially to Scully's cancer, or did they not know about that? That's just something, you know, the guy had found in the ice and Scully's like, oh, this might be a connection. So yeah, is
Then matching the DNA from this virus against that which I believe has caused my cancer, I hope a picture will develop. A picture that might confirm my darkest suspicions about the source of this disease invading my body, in hope of providing evidence that its cause is not without blame, even though its cure remains unknown. If science serves me to these ends, it is not lost on me that the tool with which I've come to depend on absolutely cannot save or protect me.
this is peak X-Files,
but only
man.
bring into focus the darkness that lies ahead.
$50 years worth of data in this Pentagon facility, or this underground Pentagon facility. Warehouse.
One which cannot be cured.
Or one that can be cured.
If I did indeed have the cure for Scully's cancer, I was now as dependent on her as she was on me. As I had breached this facility, I needed to find my way out to safety, depending on Scully to weave her story.
Mulder been having a field day down there.
To make them believe.
He only
the
scratched
lie.
the surface as well. With that facility.
Thank you.
Tip of the iceberg, barely, in that warehouse.
Agent Scully, we've had a brief discussion. But will you restate the matter we're here to put to rest?
Yes, sir. 4 years ago, Section Chief Blevins assigned me to a project you all know as the X-Files. As I am a medical doctor with a background in hard science.
Hey, yo, I forgot her hair was a bit longer
my
than
job
that.
was to provide an analytical perspective
It's much better
on
this
the
way.
work of Special Agent Fox Mulder, whose investigations into the paranormal were fueled by a personal belief
Hey.
that his sister had been abducted by aliens.
Paperclip, baby. That's paperclip, yeah?
I come here today, 4 years later, to report on the illegitimacy of Agent Mulder's work. That it is my
I'm not gonna lie, she
scientific
had us in the
opinion
first half.
that he became, through the course of these years, a victim, losing a family member due to my allegiance, and contracting a fatal disease which I was being told was engineered by the men who were responsible for Agent Mulder's deception.
Were you able to convince Agent Mulder of these facts?
It ain't working
What
anymore.
I couldn't tell Agent Mulder, what I had only just learned myself, was that the cancer which had been diagnosed in me several months earlier had metastasized. And the doctors told me, short of a miracle, it would continue to aggressively invade my body, advancing faster each day towards the inevitable.
Why Potter? Oh, it worked. Interesting. Oh, he granted him access. I was about to say, is he?
Security stop him at the entrance.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Is the cigarette smoke monster allowing him to get away with this potentially because he's letting him get back at the syndicate for not keeping him in the loop about surveilling Mulder at his apartment? Is this his sort of get back? Okay, you did this to me, I'm gonna let him get away with this on the down low as well.
Early this morning,
Possibly.
I got a call from the police asking me to come to Agent Mulder's apartment. The detective asked me. He needed me to identify a body.
Agent Scully.
Agent Mulder died late last night from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Meanwhile, Mulder at the DOD. Just dancing around.
Agent Scully, these accusations that you've been given a disease.
Yes, sir.
They're extremely serious charges.
Yes, sir, but I have proof. Against the men behind this, of the lies that I believed. What I have here is proof undeniable that the men who gave me this disease were also behind the hoax. A plot designed to lead to Agent Mulder's demise and to my own.
I love how, as Scully was saying she has the proof, she rose out of her chair right there, and her voice started to rise a little bit. She's like, I'm gaining the upper hand on you guys now. I'm dictating the terms of this panel here, and I'm going to put you all on show. Barring Skinner has something up his sleeve. Hopefully not, but we'll see.
Planned and executed by someone in this room. What I have here is scientific evidence.
Damn.
Somebody get a doctor.
Was it Skinner? When she said you? Hey, he with the lone gunman. Some people he can trust.
What? What is it?
But it can't be Skinner, can it? Or is he been sabotaging it because he has that deal with the smoke monster? Or is it somebody else in that room?
It's deionized water. It's nothing more than that.
Ayo! Alright, season 2 is about to blow the roof off this thing, man. Come on. Season 2, episode 2. Episode 2 is about... We're a long way from season 2. Episode 2 is about to blow the whole roof off this thing, man. What a fantastic opening to season 5. That was... Yeah, the pacing of that episode, I feel like it was much more slow and a bit more methodical. It allowed you so much more room to breathe, I feel like, as the viewer. That episode, that opening. It really took its time explaining everything and it let the scenes play out. And I think the narration from both Mulder and Scully helped that, while that was layered with their scenes and the editing as well. The editing itself allowed that, especially when you had the narration going. You were constantly cutting between Mulder and Scully on their search for their truth, or the search for the lie, the hoax, whatever. And the lie itself, constructed by Mulder and Scully this episode, it seems like that did not go as well as they hoped. It didn't go according to plan with Scully. As soon as she started to get the upper hand, as soon as like her energy levels started, I guess, raising a little bit, and her aggression, like, it triggered something, and obviously she became a little bit lightheaded and collapsed. But she said you to Skinner, so I'm not sure. Like that lady said, I think Holly, it was, a lot of people have that executive clearance. And I think she just asked, does Skinner have that type of executive clearance? Well, of course he does, but it could be anyone on that level, I believe. So yeah, then just finding out at the end that, the little flask or capsule Mulder had, is just water. iodinized water or iodinized water, which is a shame because we thought it was going to be something bigger. But what if it is? What if it is, and they haven't uncovered the truth of it yet? But or maybe he took the wrong one. I believe there was multiple there in that box with Scully, but he got the matching, I think, number or the corresponding number from the actual little the card he had. But man, that was a great opening. That was a great opening. I love how it's, layered with the real world events, and that explanation from Critchgal was absolutely fantastic. How the hoax was constructed, but yeah, what if that's what Critchgal's been told? What if that's what he's been told? That's the clearance he has, and he's been told about the hoax. And that's a security measure in itself. He doesn't have the higher clearance. He's just told it's been a human hoax constructed that way because maybe his son's been affected by it. But who knows? The cure's there. The cure's there, and Skinner's has been trying to pay the smoke monster in blood for Scully's cure. If they're able to manufacture it that way, there 100% has to be a cure. But yeah, this is going to be interesting, man. I cannot wait to get into the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. It's been Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.